Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows. We're checking the video quality. Okay, so we're taking a video outside today. It's pretty cool, but it's like 45 degrees here in Maine the day before Thanksgiving, which is just amazing. We don't usually have it this warm. And we're supposed to be getting snow tomorrow. So we figured we'd be outside for a little bit. So if you hear kids in the background, I've got kids over there swinging. I've got other kids playing wiffle ball. So you might hear some weird noises, but everybody is okay. And Daddy's out here to keep an eye on everybody. I have one sneaking over here. You want to come say hi to the camera real quick? Okay, she's sneaking over here. Come say hi.
Hi.
She's got her scooter out, so you'll see them behind me. But today's video is about thankfulness. It is the day before Thanksgiving, but that's not the whole reason I'm doing this video. Yesterday, God gave us a very strange day where we went out to do a couple different things to help out some other people, and God canceled those plans as the day went on. And so we really just were kind of questioning, God, what would you have us do with this day? Because the day just seemed very, very strange. And we just weren't sure what God had. So one of the things we learned from yesterday was that even if we have great plans, things that are all good, God could change those plans. And we have to be willing to just step back and say, okay, God, let's do with this day what you would have us to do. But also just God's great blessings in the day. Even though it seemed like things were all going wrong according to what we had planned, God still had things for us to do in that day. So he blessed us with a food box for Thanksgiving. So we'll get to enjoy a nice Thanksgiving feast with turkey and stuffing and all those goodies. But also just made us really look around and look at the blessings that we do have that we don't always recognize as blessings. So yesterday when we left here, we left in a car that we have paid off and we can drive wherever we want and is actually a very, very reliable vehicle. Even though it has a lot of miles, and even though it's not old, but older vehicle, we never buy new vehicles, it definitely gets our family where it needs to go and meets our family's needs. We all had plenty of warm clothes that we could have put on had the day been nasty, but God gave us a beautiful day to be able to be out driving around talking to other people. Because one of the plans got canceled, we got to help somebody else just move some stuff around at church that was a little too heavy for them to move, and we wouldn't have had that opportunity had the other opportunity presented itself. So this is just a challenge to look through your day and see what blessings you have. I think our kids recognize the blessings a lot easier than we do sometimes. Just blessing God that we have a roof over our heads, that we have warm blankets, that we have food. I know it's very easy to thank God for food when we have something that we really enjoy or something that's really yummy, but thanking God even when it's something that we aren't particularly fond of, God has provided that food and God has provided nutrition for us. And sometimes we are only grateful for the blessings when the blessings look like we think we're expecting or something that we enjoy. I've got another little kid coming to the camera here. Can you say hi?
Hi.
So I think we also do this in just our regular everyday life. We thank God for the job when we go for the job interview and it looks like the job that would be perfect for us. And then we forget to thank God on that hard day when we're having a hard time with coworkers or having a hard time with our boss. But that job is still a blessing from God. Our children are a blessing. I'm holding this little one. I don't know if you can see him in the camera, but he's 6.5 weeks old now. And it's really easy to remember the blessing when you're just having nice baby snuggles. But last week when he was sick and we were up in the middle of the night with a sick little baby, it can be hard to remember the blessings. Or when you have kids that aren't obeying like you would have them to do, like toddlers that aren't obeying, or you have older kids that are having a bad attitude towards something. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Or you have a child that's not walking with the Lord. All of those things can look like they're not blessings, but they are blessings from God. The fact that you have a child that's still here on earth to be able to love. Many people have lost children that they're not able to do that. Next time you're angry at your spouse because they left their clothes on the floor again or they forgot to put away the cereal, remember that you have a spouse that lives in your home with you and provides for your family. Maybe they don't even provide for your family, but there's still somebody there who's helping you raise the kids. I know people who will complain all day that their husband doesn't help with the kids, but then when I'm there, I see someone changing diapers. I see someone just holding one of the kids so you can go to the bathroom. I think we at times like to make our situation look worse because we think it'll make people think of us better. I don't really know why people do it, but I've seen it in a lot of situations. We have some very tough situations here because of Mark's disability, and Josiah's having some more issues. Wow, I don't know what that truck was. That was really loud. Because of Josiah's seizures and his issues with his cerebral palsy. But I don't say those things because I want people to feel pity on us, because those are all blessings. Like Josiah this morning had a difficult time while he was doing his math on the computer for school. And it gave me a chance to sit in the chair and snuggle with him at a time that he normally wouldn't have come and snuggled with me. He's my 7-year-old little boy. He'll be 8 next summer. And I know that I won't always have that opportunity. And the fact that we've had all this time with him and he's in as good of health as he is and is able to do all the things he can is just amazing. The days that we have that Mark has a bad day and he's just laying, in the chair not able to do anything, I still have time with my spouse. I know many people who have lost spouses even at an early age. I've prayed for many widows or widowers that have lost a spouse. And the fact that I get to still spend every day with Mark and talk, even if he can't talk back, the fact that I can just share my heart with him is amazing. The fact that I have family around. My mom lives in a house in the backyard and we're able to have such a good relationship. I know there's people who don't have family around. My dad passed away a few years ago, so I know how hard that is. So I guess this video is just to encourage you to look around and see every little blessing. The fact that we have a Bible in our own language and that we have multiple Bibles on the shelf. I could get rid of most of my Bibles. I could get rid of, I don't know, probably 10 Bibles and we'd still have Bibles here in the house. So just God has blessed us in so many ways, especially living in this country in America. I don't know where everyone is that's watching this video, but the fact that you have internet to watch this video, even if you're watching it on the library computer or you're watching it on a friend's computer, the fact that you even have access to that is amazing. Clean water, that we can just turn on the faucet and we have clean water and water comes out of the shower head so we can take a shower, we can flush a toilet. That's just all amazing. So instead of focusing on the craziness of the day, I know this is the day before Thanksgiving, so everyone's just kind of crazy trying to figure out the food for tomorrow and everything. Just stop and take a minute to just think, wow, God, thank you for all the things you have blessed me with. And try to take some of those things that people could see as a challenge or people could see as a negative and turn it around and think, what does that mean? I remember reading a poem years ago, and it was talking about, I can't recite the poem, but I'm just going to give you the idea. It was talking about, thank you, God, for giving me clothes to wash, because that means that I have people to clothe. Thank you for having dirty dishes, because that means that I have food to feed my family. Thank you for the need to make a bed, because I have a bed to sleep in. And I think we forget those little things as we walk through the day. So try to turn some of those difficulties around and see what the blessing is that God has given you in it, or the thing that God's helping you learn through that. So thank you for joining Herding Little Cows today. We'll see you next time.